entering Kinston. Somebody wrecked out. Okay, we got one cop car out of the way, but we've been missing our turn for the last few minutes because I don't know if we're even allowed to turn. Okay, here we are checking the very far outskirts of Kinston, and I'm seeing some interesting scenery here. Just rained, and yet it looks like a half dried up pond over here. Pretty sure it's a man-made one, so no, we're not going to go looking in the mud for old bottles. But we are in this general vicinity to look for a 1940s dump that I've heard about for years, but I just never felt the need to go to it until today. Because I already got a late 30s and early 40s dump, so why would I want to dig a mid 40s and late 40s dump? Although there sure looks like something interesting over there. Almost looks like pieces of glass on that little island over there. Okay, up here there's supposed to be a dump on the edge of the river. Might be some early ACLs and some later embossed milk bottles, so let's have a look. Okay, now that looks like a good place for a dump. Yeah, if that isn't a likely spot, I don't know what would be. Looks like former swampland. And we're literally 1/3 of a mile from downtown. So that is the kind of place you want to be looking for. Low-lying spots 1/4 to half a mile from town. So we'll hit that maybe later, but I want to see the spot that is guaranteed to produce coming up. Okay, I just went for a mile-long hike through the woods, and of course I got cut up on both arms from all the thorn bushes over there. But anyway, I did find a dump, a humongous dump. So I found this, what appears to be embalming fluid. It's got the measurements and the classic shape and size, but no actual name on it. Got a nice blank here. And we got something to make a drinking glass out of. It says Dr. Pepper Bottling Company on it, Washington. So I might get something out of that. Then I found this. Getting attacked by bees over here. I hate bees more than anything in the world. Except for wasps, of course. Okay, we got a Taylor. I've never seen this particular variant of a Taylor. I usually see ones with the embossed 7-Up on here. So that's worth a few dollars. Then of course we got just an ordinary cobalt bottle, but it's really not that common. This might be a different variant than I've ever found before. It's January 1st, 2023 today. It's pretty hot. I mean, probably only 65, but still. All that hiking surely brought my body temperature up 5 or 6 degrees. Yeah, I'll call my video Found Buried Treasure from looking at a map from 114 years ago. Like the guy from Below the Plains. So we have the 1908 Kinston map. As you probably know if you've been watching my videos, I dig this town all the time. I've been here like 58 times. So anyway, we have this entire half a city block. And all those lines across there in red and blue, that's estimated probing lines where I probed every 2 feet all over the backyard of all these places. And found extremely little. A 2-story boarding house right there. We still have some great potential here. So I'm going to measure off about 52 feet and start probing some lines, and I think we're going to hit some early 1900s. Okay, it took only about 4 minutes to find the first spot. It doesn't have that classic great feel like a privy should, but there's definitely something buried here. Might just be construction debris or rocks or cement or brick, but we got to check it out and see. Okay, well, it was something other than a privy. As you can see, that white pipe is a PVC pipe 4 inches wide right here, so that's no good. But there is some glass pieces showing up, but that's just window glass. But the very first scoop I took out actually hooked onto this, and I scraped on the side of it. You can see right there, it's copper. So we got a 3-foot copper pipe there. That's probably worth $3 or $4. Okay, just about a minute later, I just probed what seems like a real privy this time. Very sparse, but the really old ones should be sparse. The ones that feel super crunchy are usually the 1940s. So I'm going to get a tarp. Okay, we got it all measured off. It's right between these two tarps. Everywhere I dig today, I hit a PVC pipe, but both right on the edge and didn't break either one. Okay, looks like we're hitting more pipes on the other side. That's obviously very old. Then we got yet another very old pipe. So, yeah, we got pipes in all directions. And of course, there's the original one. I didn't get the proper measurements on this hole, so I wasted time and energy digging a 16-inch square out of here, when the hole really starts on this side of that gray pipe. It's pretty tight. We only have this much room to dig. I already have all 4 walls exposed, but yet the hole is less than 2 feet square and I can't bend over to dig. I hate that. I have to lay on my belly and stick my arm down there because my body just can't fit into this hole. I definitely feel bottles a couple inches deeper. Definitely a bottle. Looks like a milk bottle. That's generally less than 100 years old, but there are some that are from the teens. Yeah, it could be a 1915 milk bottle, but I think it looks more like a 20s or 30s. And there's something else next to that. Of course, I jinxed myself by saying I know everything's more than 100 years old, but now it's all newer than that. But it's probably going to be in embossed milk, and those are always fun to find. Please have embossing. Oh my god, it's a slick. It doesn't look old either. I'm really surprised. Can't find a date mark though, but just by the look of it, got the 1 quart and not even a slug plate. That means it's probably ACL, which is basically 1946 to 56. Okay, don't you think I'm justified in complaining that I went through all this trouble just to find a slick milk from the late 40s or early 50s? I just found a landfill where there's probably 100,000 bottles from that time period that are starting only 3 inches deep. So doing all this just to find one $2 bottle at best. We got this vacant lot here. It's been empty for probably 20 years, maybe 30 years, who knows. But there was a large 2-story house here. The only reason I've never dug it is because, well, one reason is there's a giant police station right over here. Another reason, we got the, what do you call these? Tenement houses, where all the black folks live. They're poverty stricken and get free housing. Yeah, there's like 24 of them on this 2-block stretch right here, so we're gonna have to dig really close to where they are. I just got a hole poked out. It's guaranteed to be, well, I don't want to jinx myself, but it's going to be 1900 to 1910 I had, or even 1890s probably. I hope this is no indication of how my new year is going to be. Just found a piece of a Clorox bottle from the 40s. We're already pretty much done. Another waste of time. But I'm still going to probe some more because there still is potential for some early stuff here.